First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way the same bird kid. Everybody said it won't be. Till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey than me.
Thank you guys.
Just for Tank Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
It's a rap.
There we go. I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
I'm gonna shut down. Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you guys.
What it do, what it do. It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Been a while since I did one of these Idols Become Rivals Part 8. Yeah, I'm surprised this it's over the internet, but I thought it'd be a little bigger. Yeah, a lot of shit I want to say. First and foremost, I want to address some. I've said things that I don't agree with that Tank has done. I've said different things and shit like that. But I'm also a fan. I'm also a fan of Tank. And not only am I a fan, I also think that I think he's a good person. Yeah, I really do believe that. I think Tank a good person. I'm glad he's able to feed his family. He came straight from the trenches. One of the roughest cities in this country. He deserved everything that's coming his way. He worked hard for it. And I think he's one of the best fighters in the game. But I also think he's a good person. But also, I'm going to continue to say you ducking Devin Haney until you fight him. Also, I'm going to say you ducking Shakur until you fight him. Those fights must happen. But yeah, I'm definitely a fan of you. And I think you're a good person. Just wanted to say, there ain't a lot of fighters that I think are a good person. It ain't many of them. But Tank is a good person. You know, I see that in him, and I see his light, and his light do shine brightly. Yeah, and it's sauce in the pot. And this is why I guess I'm taking up for Tank. Yeah, I'm taking up for Tank. Mike Tyson, you are not a good person. Not only are you not a good person, you're a former drug addict. A lot of shit. Yeah, you slapped around Robin Givens. You had a failed marriage. A lot of shit. Shout out to you for bouncing back. But yeah, Tank can't compare himself to you. Yeah, Tank was in a situation with his baby mama. She cleared that up. But now Tank on the way to being great, bro. He don't have no drug habits. And even though he cool with rappers, he really don't get in a lot of shit. You know? Tank got a bright future. And also I gotta say this about him, because it's a lot of shit I can say in the ring that I don't agree with that he's doing. I don't agree with some of his decision making. But as a person, I think Tank he's a great father. I think he's a great human being. He's not no shitty person, bro. And I think he care about those around him. And he want to see people eat. So, Mike Tyson was different. I'm going to compare their skills, and I'm going to compare a lot of their characteristics. Tank has said a lot of vicious shit. And I remember he said in one fight, I think against Rolly, yeah, you don't really want it to get on some street shit because it can get real street. And he's made references that he got goons and shit. But Tank has never said he'd eat somebody's kids. He never made some weird ass look and said, I'm gonna eat your kids. It's a lot of shit he ain't never done that Mike Tyson did. I don't think Tank has been to any of these weird ass parties. Mike Tyson went to all of them. Another thing, Mike Tyson has dissed every great black fighter. But Fatback Fury is his best friend. And Eminem is his favorite rapper of all time. When he interviewed Eminem on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, you would have thought Eminem was interviewing Mike Tyson. That motherfucker, I'm telling you, I think he got an Eminem statue somewhere in his room, and he prayed to it 3 times a day. I swear to God, that motherfucker love him some Slim Shady. But it's a lot of shit. Now, Mike Tyson, just gonna give you a little bit of his track record as a characteristic. He suffers from self-hate. He's done a lot of controversial shit. Let me explain one of them. And yeah, he say Floyd set him up with some female, and that's why he never liked him and shit like that. And it's a lot of shit he say, yeah, Floyd did some grimy shit to him or whatever. But Mike Tyson also admitted that he went, because he was at every Floyd fight, and he betted against Floyd in every fight. And he rode with the Mexican every time, because that's pretty much what Floyd fought 90% Mexicans. So he went with the Mexican each time. He went to that man fights hoping he'd lose. And he said, Floyd proved to me that, man, he one of the greatest. Every time I thought he'd lose, he'd lose. So I'm just going to be honest, bro. I'm a boxing fan. And, you know, and I really don't like Fatback Fury. It ain't enough disgust in my heart that could make me go to every Fatback Fury fight just to hope he lose. Nah, pimpin', I'm not finna spend no money on a Fatback Fury ticket. Unless he fighting Wilder. Yeah, if he fight Wilder, if it ain't Wilder, I am not buying no Fatback Fury tickets. So that's another weird thing he did. The most controversial thing he did was, and this shit, I'm gonna go look at this interview. It's probably at about 10 million views. It went viral. And after that, Wilder's name got real. People started talking down on him. This was at a time when Deontay Wilder looked, and man, he was running through shit viciously. I think more viciously than Mike Tyson. Yeah, I think Wilder's knockouts are more devastating. Yeah, I don't think Mike Tyson ever did some shit like, yeah, that Spicker knockout. That's the coldest knockout of all time, in my opinion. I don't think it's ever been a knockout colder than the Spicker knockout. But anyway, Mike Tyson came out and said, I mean, he's a good fighter, but who is this guy fought? Who is this guy fought, man? And when he said that shit, the whole fucking world said, Deontay Wilder resume trash. He ain't shit. And that's why I say it's amazing that Fury gets called the #1 pound-for-pound fighter after beating Wilder. But after Mike Tyson said that shit, bro, they said Wilder wasn't shit. And they said he couldn't fight. And all he got is a right hand. So that's another thing you did. And Wilder was a young black fighter coming up, man. And that really, that fucked up his name in a major way. Because you got a very big name in boxing. Everybody questioned Wilder after you said that shit. So, a lot of shit. You brought Jamal Charlo on your show and tried to front him out about David Benavidez. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you something. And we see Jamal said, what's up? And he want that smoke. And I got a video coming by Jamal Charlo. But anyway, it's a lot of fighters ducking that done been on your show and you ain't mentioned that shit. So, you have a strong sense of self-hate. Matter of fact, the fakest thing might be because you never act like you liked it, Wilder, but you act like you liked it, Tank. Y'all had conversations and shit. I thought y'all were cool as shit, but for you to say the only thing we got in common is getting in trouble, nah, bro, that was a straight diss. That was a straight diss. It's no way around it, bro. You was straight dissing him. And you meant for it to sound fucked up like that. So I think that was fucked up. Another thing I want to point out, Tank still got his whole career ahead of him. I got it to judge. Well, let's just say off skills. Both of y'all were very skilled. Mike Tyson was very skilled. I'll never take that from him. When you talk skill, it's close. Tank very skilled. I like Tank uppercut better. Yeah, Tyson, you had to hook to the body with the uppercut, but I like Tank uppercut. But Tank got the most impressive uppercut of any fighter that I've ever seen in boxing. His uppercut better than Lennox Lewis. His uppercut is better than Mike Tyson. Yeah, he got a good ass uppercut, bro. Tank is a more precise puncher. Tank more skilled. Yeah, I gotta say that. A lot of shit. You know, people always make excuses for Mike Tyson's career. You know, we always talk about what's that boy? God damn, what's that? Damn, I hate when I can't remember a motherfucking name. What's the white boy that he that took him in? Customato. Yeah, we always hear the Customato story, and that what Mike Tyson would have been if Cus hadn't died. And if he hadn't lost focus and shit. Bro, it is what it is, man. You can't make no excuses for... You know, people lose relatives and shit during their career. A lot of shit go on. People lose people close to them. Best friends change on them. It's a lot of mental shit that you go through as a fighter. But it's a lot of fighters that fought through that. And that's a part that makes you great. Ali was denied 3.5 years of his prime years. He came back and became a world champion again, pimping. So, different strokes, different folks. Some motherfuckers just tougher. Yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson, he was just tougher. Yeah, he was just tougher, bro. Joe Louis with 22 title defenses. He was just tougher, bro. Another thing, Mike Tyson, you beat 2 Hall of Famers. You beat 2 Hall of Famers. What's the... Spinks, he moved all the way up from light heavyweight. He was little as shit. And you beat Larry Holmes, who was about 48. Yeah, them your 2 Hall of Famers that you beat. The Hall of Famers that you didn't beat was Lennox Lewis and Holyfield. And I talk a lot about that Holyfield fight because, see, Lennox knocked you out. And yeah, is that when you drop that mouthpiece and you reach for it? Or was that when Buster knocked you out? I don't know. It's a lot of times you got knocked out. But anyway, Holyfield was tougher than you. And he made you fold, bro. Yeah, I done watched that fight about 10 times. He made you fold, bro. I watched you fold. And you folded in the second Holyfield fight. But in that first fight, you fold. It was a point in that fight. You looked at Holyfield, and the hair on the back of your neck stood up. And you looked defeated. You looked defeated, bro. You gave him a look like, I can't fuck with you, and I really don't want to fight no more. Yeah, when he dropped you, you didn't even want to get up, bro. So, I have yet to see a fighter make Tank quit or mentally quit. So, yeah, at this point, Tank got a much brighter future, bro. And I gotta say another thing about you. Part of you being one of the biggest stars is your bullshit. You been on drugs, you hitting on women, going to jail. That's part of the reason why you was one of the biggest stars. And I gotta be honest, if we gonna talk real shit, Holyfield and Lennox Lewis should have been a bigger star than you, bro. But like I said, shit ain't real. And they was promoting a certain image. So like I said, if shit was real, Holyfield would have been the superstar. He would have been the face of boxing at that time. Because he was a better fighter than you, bro. And not only was he a better fighter, he was tougher than you. And he made you fold, bro. So, yeah, I done said what I had to say, man. Yeah, I think you were hating on Tank. And you tried to play cool with him. But yeah, like I said, all you hate on is black fighters. And I noticed that. That's all you do. And Benoit Hopkins do it too. Roy do it a lot. But you do it, bro. And like I said, the biggest difference between you and Tank is Tank is a good person. You're not a good person, bro. All that hot boxing with Mike Tyson, let me tell you something, bro. Smoking all that weed and shit, and that shit ain't good for you because you are the smartest dumb motherfucker I have ever listened to. You gotta get real high to listen to Mike Tyson, and that shit makes sense. That motherfucker say there's some of the smartest dumb shit. He say common sense shit, but he put it in such an articulate, dumb ass way. So, yeah, you are not. I think you're a bad person, bro. I think you're a bad person, and I think you was abusive to women. I think a lot of shit, and it's a lot of weird shit. Like when you got offended, when Boosie made them gay comments. It was a lot of weird, and then when Kevin Gates said he got molested, that you said it happened to you too. I don't know. Maybe that's why you cry so much. I don't know what the fuck. But it's a lot of weird shit going on with you. And like I said, you go to all them weird parties, so I ain't heard of Tank being at one, so I think he's a far better person than you. And yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And yeah, idols do become rivals. This is 903 Box, and I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.